Ben Cartwright is seriously wounded as he and Hoss seek help in fighting the vengeful Morgan brothers, only to be confronted with cowardice later at 7:30 p.m. on Bonanza. But first, sit back and relax with the Thamesmen.
George.
Hello. How you doing?
I think we should keep it subdued. You know why?
Why is that?
Because we're in the middle of Canada Week, and I don't think the Canadians get as excited as the Americans, and we are American English.
But they might argue that. By the way, I'm George. I'm in Los Angeles.
My name's Alex. I'm in San Francisco. Welcome, my dear friends, to the Thamesmen, the high-awarded, very highbrow educational reaction channel, multi-platinum awards. But we're in the middle of Canada Week. Canada Week. So you were saying about the Canadians, you don't think they're as excited? I don't think they get as excited as Americans.
I don't know. Have you ever seen an ice hockey game in Canada? They get very excited. They're very, very excited. And here we are living in the lower basement below their civilized apartment, where we've decided that they are the authentic ones. And we're just the noisy neighbours who live down below, and we'd like get our guns and fire them off the whole time.
We've decided they're the nice neighbours living below a crack house, and we're down at the crack house, and all hell happens. And the poor guys living above us, all they want to do is be authentic. And down here, we just want to basically
blow shit up.
Just blow shit up, yeah. Tonight, George. Oh, by the way, Canada, your music's blowing us away. We just watched the Guess Who band American Woman. Very long track, but it just built up and up. It's just brilliant. And when we finished the video, we were just still rambling on about it. So go back and have a watch that if you have just stumbled on this, because it was great.
Fantastic. Really amazing. Randy Bachman was just ridiculous. Anyway, we've talked enough. We talked a bit about that already. But anyway, so what are we doing now? What are we doing?
Well, we're doing a band we never heard of. I mean, for those who don't know, we've done Australia Week, and we love the Australian Weeks, don't we?
Yeah, they've been fun, real fun. Yeah, so
good. And we're not at grips, but we're getting to grips with Australian music now. Canada, excuse me, I'm going to cough. We're in the middle of Canada Week, and it's a different shift, but it's a great shift, isn't it?
Absolutely. And the band now is called The Tea Party, which I don't know anything about. I know a bit about tea parties. I mean, if you were holding a tea party, what are the crucial ingredients for it? A pot of biscuits.
No, look, that.
Oh, the Mad Hatter.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so English. I've just pulled out a whole big thing of breakfast tea.
Emergency tea. Yeah, okay, so would you have breakfast tea at tea time?
I have breakfast tea all day.
Oh, but what about a bit of Earl Grey?
Earl Grey's for women.
Oh, yeah, I think I'll fight you on that one.
You really like Earl Grey?
I like a little bit of Earl Grey. Like I get like 50-50. Half English breakfast tea, yellow breakfast tea, and then half Earl Grey. It kind of the mixture to just adds a bit of little soupçon, frisson to your tea.
And your nipples are really sore because you're on the hormones. I'm straight what we call builder's tea in England, which is
workers' tea. Yeah.
Workers' tea, construction work. So I have, two middle-aged men talking about tea. I have black tea, no sugar. And what I do as well, I have one here. I don't take the tea bags out. So
you put lemon in it?
Jesus Christ. I'm not transitioning. Every time I have a cup of tea, I put another bag in, but I don't take the last one out. So at the end of the day, I might have like 9 tea bags in there.
You just never sleep. You're just like jittery, Any room for water?
No, that's a problem. You don't actually have that much room for water,
Okay, so if you're having a tea party and you got your tea, is it biscuits or is it like sandwiches?
For a tea party, it's sandwiches.
A tea party, yeah.
Absolutely.
Sandwiches.
But, let me ask you this: does the milk go in first, or does the water go in first?
What when you're with a teapot, using a teapot?
Yes, when you're making tea for someone.
Milk first.
Yes. Do you know why?
No idea.
Because porcelain cups, if you just put on expensive porcelain cups back in the 18th century, just hot water, it'd crackle it. So you put the milk in first, so your porcelain doesn't crack.
Okay. Well, I obviously have so much porcelain stuff that I should do that.
And also, it's, oh God, you just mentioned tea and we're off. But also, the etiquette of English tea. This is because, my friend here is very English, and so am I, even though we're American. So, George, this is how it goes. Would you like sugar in your tea?
God, no.
So what happened there was I offer him sugar, right, which is rude. You take sugar is rude, but I have to offer it to him just so he could say no. Thank you very much to show me he's classy, and I say absolutely. I had no intention of giving him sugar, but we go through the ritual just to test each other out.
It's highly annoying when someone does want sugar because then you've got to get the spoon and it's just annoying.
And also you've got to judge them.
Well, quite
heavily, but but you judge in an English way, which is like, how interesting.
How many sugars?
Yeah.
3.
Really? How interesting. What do you do for work? Oh dear me.
Can we get on with the song? I'm sorry,
yes.
It was my fault.
The Tea Party. I've never heard of the Tea Party.
Well, I just anyway. But the Tea Party. Should we read some notes?
Read the notes. Chris. Thank you very much for curating this week and putting these notes together. Okay,
so this track is from 1993 called "The River." And the band were formed in 1990. And Chris, being Australian, says the Tea Party are probably Australia's favorite Canadian band, with the band touring there extensively, recording live albums and taking sabbaticals there. They are named after the hash sessions of the Beat Poets, Ginsberg, Burroughs, and Kerouac. A hard rock blues sound with some Middle East influence had the press call their music Moroccan roll.
Cool.
In 96, they became the first Canadian band to headline the festival Lollapalooza. This song was their first single and was also moderately successful in both the UK and Australia.
Well,
there you go.
Not America. That's probably why we haven't heard of them.
Well, but 93 we were in England, weren't we? So we should have. But anyway.
Yeah, but probably into Motorhead.
Me, definitely into Motorhead. Always into Motorhead. Yeah. All right, should we check it out then?
Yeah. Well, this is what I love about the Thamesmen. It's just you get exposed, don't you? Get exposed.
Yes, exactly. In the nicest possible sense.
Would you like some exposure?
I'd like some exposure.
You filthy man.
Tea Party.
Absolutely. Count me in, big boy.
Are you ready, sir?
Yes,
3, 2, 1, go.
Yes. A chance to get some water, fix Al's hair. Thank you very much. Anyway, my script says that they are very groovy, very hip, and I'll let you in on the fact they're going to give you some great music. Make them feel welcome. The Tea Party.
present the award for Best Bass Player, please welcome...
Wow.
That was a high energy performance there. That was like, they were threw their heart and soul into that one.
Yeah, very well said. There was nothing left. They absolutely really went for that.
I love for me, I mean, three-piece band, that was a hell of a noise from three-piece band. The drummer, for me, I loved the drummer. I thought, like, he was...
You know who the hardest working person in the band was?
The drum tech holding all his drums together so they didn't fall over.
The drum tech, did you see? I mean, what he was on the stage, it was going like that.
It was the bounciest drum kit I've ever seen. You know?
It was absolutely ridiculous. Everything was going everywhere. And I saw one cymbal going, and he just whacked it out of the way. You know, and I thought the whole kit's going to go. But what a drummer! What a great band all round.
Yeah, and the singer was really interesting. And I apologize, I don't know their names yet or any of that stuff because this is literally. Even though it's apparently in the UK, I've never heard that song. I've never
heard of the band, never heard that track.
I mean, there were things about it that were kind of familiar, shall we say? You know, I mean, there were moments where his voice was a bit Jim Morrison for me. You know, not the sort of the hard rocking piece, but there was that sort of mysterious, kind of edgy, kind of beat poet kind of sound. You know, and I think it was like a cross between a bit of Jim Morrison and a bit of sort of. Like one of those sort of 90s rock bands, you know.
I thought the lead singer from it might have been the lead singer from Metallica actually.
You see, I was thinking Metallica, but then the sound didn't match Metallica.
But the sound didn't match, no. But there were bits of it. But then you got, then there was a guitar riff that was very Zeppelin-y.
Yeah.
And then there was Cooler Shaker going down in there.
Yeah, well, I suppose that's the Moroccan rock roll.
Moroccan rock, yeah. But then the drummer and the bass and then early Cure as well.
Yeah, it was an interesting combination of things, wasn't it? You know, and a hell of a performance. That was like full on, like they were, it sounded like it was an award show. So they had one moment to leave their mark, and they left a mark. You know,
they did. You're absolutely right, and I think that was. I don't know, but I would have thought that was a fighting band on the way up to the top. You know what I mean? That they just had nothing to lose. Just go for it. I mean, they threw everything into that, and they I mean, to the point that the drummer was crazily good. I
think I need to go and listen to a studio version of it. I think and see how it compares in terms of like energy and drive and things like that. Because it would be hard to repeat what they just did in that performance. I think don't you?
That was crazily good. I mean, I also think it's very hard when you just hear a band for the very first time. And if you've tuned in and this is one of your favorite songs and you know it inside out and you can't wait for that, but when you just hear it for the first time, it's hard to get to grips with it. But that makes me want to go back and listen to it more. And it's one of those songs I think if I heard the studio version as well, I think I would really grow to love.
Yeah, no, exactly. And because it's got some depth to it as well. It's got a lot of like different textures and different layers to it. And it's not just a simple sort of three-piece rock band doing it was cool. It was really cool. So,
great guitarist.
I mean, it was an interesting technique where he's just using his single hand on the fretboard and then the other one was doing something,
Spells. He was doing spells.
Oh, spells. Oh, was he? Yeah.
Yeah.
What were the spells? This is effective.
Giddy weed. Giddy weed makes people vote for them at the awards.
I'm gonna win. Yeah. And the world's best bassist.
No, that was absolutely brilliant. If there's more Tea Party, and obviously there should be more Tea Party.
It probably is.
I would love to please read your comments. I'd like you also, if you are a big fan of Tea Party, to subscribe, because then I'll go down and read your comments and we'll do more.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So that big Tea Party is a big band, so that's good.
Brilliant. Thank you.
I'm exhausted from Canada Week because it's building up and up and up.
It's been very different, but very interesting.
Well, it started off with Neil Young and Joni Mitchell and the band, and then it went to Gordon Lightfoot, who we didn't understand a word he said. But then it went up to the Guess Who. Now it's up to the Tea Party. It's just built up. It's absolutely brilliant.
Fantastic. All right.
I've seen what's coming next, so I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
All right. Cheers.
Bye.